Well, hello everyone, welcome back, and as you can see we are within Minecraft, and apparently today I have decided to run into a wall, but we still have a potato, even if we are looking up at the ceiling for some random reason, and we will head downstairs. Now, what are we going to do today? Well, we're just going to show you what we have been up to lately, and the most latest addition to this world is actually going to be the armadillos, although we have rather interestingly got some bees that have randomly been planted here. My mate decided to, well, basically he planted loads of trees here for some reason. Not the ones you see now, I'm talking we had a mini dense forest all the way around here. The reason we had this is because, as I said before, my nephew plays on the server, and you may notice a floating tree in the distance. Now, if you are an avid Minecraft player, you'll know that when you destroy a tree, you try and destroy the whole thing, not as far as you can reach, but the whole lot, so you don't end up with floating trees. In order to try and teach him a lesson, my mate planted this whole area with little oak trees, and the idea being that he'd have to cut every single one of them down fully to get rid of them, and therefore being a valuable teaching moment. That idea sort of worked in the sense that they all got cut down, however all the saplings then got placed around our house, and yeah, as you can imagine, it was a little bit of chaos. Now, we're going to show you the armadillos. As you know, they are in the game, they are in the savanna biomes, which is lovely. That button's been moved. Oh no, it hasn't. There's a pressure plate. We do have a sniffer enclosure currently within the zoo here, but the problem with it is sniffers are quite big, and the style I went for with the design, it's just not suitable for them. Look at that. Oh, the turtles. Oh my word, someone has planted turtle eggs. That's new. They were not in there before, so someone must have found them in the chest and decided to plant them. Anyway, if we head over, they are located by these lovely pink trees over here. And once we get there, we'll be able to climb up and have a little look to see how they're doing. Now, this is what is going to be the armadillo's enclosure. However, like I said at the minute, it's currently got sniffers in there, so, you know, go with the flow on that front. These guys won't be here for very long. I just feel it's a bit cruel to keep them in such a small place. But there is an armadillo right there. He will be living here. That is because they drop scoots, and of course we're going to need to collect them up. How, you may be thinking? Well, it's quite simple, to be honest. It is just using one of the offloaders and unloaders that we showed you a few videos ago. When I say a few videos ago, literally about 6 videos ago, we showed you how to build one of these. These are really, really nice, simple redstone builds, and they're incredibly useful if you have items you need to collect. It's literally just a minecart with a hopper going round, collecting up anything that may drop. In this case, it has always been what the sniffers are dropping. We're not over here overly often, so as you can see, there's not very much in there. But once we've got a few armadillos, you know, they will gradually drop the scoots, and we'll do a similar process when we move the sniffers somewhere. My girlfriend is going to be playing this with me very, very soon, so we'll have some joint clips of us both doing it and having a bit of fun on Minecraft. We'll be doing all sorts of things. What we will do, though, is if we do actually head over to a house, we did build a little armadillo enclosure. It's a cute little area for her, just to keep whichever animal she comes across, to be honest with you. But in this case, we're calling it an armadillo enclosure because that is the main purpose of it. I did very briefly show you it at the end of the last video, but we'll quickly have a proper look around. Ignore the red flag on top of a house, you know, read into that as you do. But if we just head round here, round the little hedge path, we will come across what we are looking for. Armadillo enclosure with Percy the Sniffer. Percy the Sniffer used to live in the house, but is no longer in there. We have Cornelius. There is Gretchen. There's, what's that? Amaretto. I think there was another, but he may have gone wandering for all we know. But as you can see, this is kind of the thing we did. Got a little rock pool here with some coral and some tropical fish within there. Using acacia trees, I just thought they'd be a bit of a nicer design to try and give the area some shelter and cover. This oak tree was always here, just felt natural. Just got some logs within here because they look quite cool. And the actual wall design, 2 block high and just rotating jungle planks with oak planks. And I thought they were looking quite cool. Some turtles are going to spawn in here at some point. And of course just a lily pad. But like I say, we'll probably decorate this a little bit more. At the end of the last video, we were having a look at what we were building for the monorail. And you'll be pleased to know the monorail construction, or at least the track side of it, is now complete. As it's a stone build and it also is within like an icy snow biome, we're almost definitely going to be building a log cabin type structure for the monorail hub station. So for this we will be needing some actual logs, so we'll be using most likely oak logs, but again I'll probably hybrid it up with some of the pine trees, these sort that do spawn down there, just to add a little bit of extra colour to it. The way to the monorail is really quite simple, and we take this initial line down to it. Do some time jumping so you don't have to sit with me the whole way along. You can kind of see it running along in the distance over there, and we come across it again in the forwards direction in just a moment's time. This abandoned village used to feel so far away from our place, but now the pyramid is literally next to it and we've almost expanded into it. So it's become like part of our own settlement now. This is just a mini station where you're able to switch over to this track to take you to the main train station for our area, which takes you everywhere around the world. We'll be heading is that way. I will give you a full trip around it very soon, but I thought it'd be fun to do that with the girlfriend because, like I say, she's never been on here before, and we'll see if she can figure it out. It is a simple loop track circuit at the minute, so it literally goes around like this, and then we will be expanding off to the left and the right hand sides for our next areas. But for now, let us head down on the monorail where we need to be going. I believe there is a bed there. I can see it is becoming night time, so we'll definitely be needing a little bit of sleep once we arrive. If you're wondering how we finished the monorail stations, they are done. I managed to figure the design and compare it to how we did it over there. For some reason, I just put the stairs in the wrong place, which made it look pants. It's currently being held up on 2 pillars. You'll see what I mean in just a moment's time. Get a lovely view of the sunset from up here. I mean, you cannot complain about the views from on top of a monorail, and if you don't have a monorail, it is definitely worth building. But there it is in the far distance, the monorail hub station. This is going to be where all the routes are going to go off from in various different ways. It's far enough away from home and it is in a totally different biome to normal, which is quite nice. This particular side takes us to this one on the right. Now, I'm not sure if the track is set to stop or not, so we may need to jump out. I've got it set so it will either stop you or just keep you going. In this case, you can see it's literally stopped us, so hopefully the other station is in stop mode. Otherwise, we're going to have to jump out and run back a little bit. We're arriving, and as well, it snowed at some point apparently, which does seem logical. Get in. And it stops. Yes, so the plan is probably to go from about this kind of block here and just start building the log cabin. I think the darker pine wood will be better, but I think the actual stilts for it will just go... We'll go 5 high, as it is going to be quite wide. And we'll just literally lay these foundations down so you get a rough idea of what I'm thinking of doing. I'm going to go mining some of these pine trees. Yes, these trees here. Are they? I'm probably going to make this one a little bit smaller. But I do quite like the idea of having kind of like some hedges from the actual trees underneath coming up inside of this physical station. I think that will be quite a cool design idea. Like I say, we're going to do a triangular roof. Maybe not fully triangular, maybe up to about here, across and down. And then this side may actually be a full-on triangle, just to try and make it a little bit different. And then we'll be looking out, hopefully, in this direction. And once I've cleared some trees, you'll be able to see the monorail. And the other side will be very similar. Fireplace and all sorts within here. And, of course, a board of where you can go. The thing I was mentioning with the stations is I'm not sure if I'm going to have a pillar joining down to here as well. So we could actually just pillar this directly up to here. Actually, I think they look okay on the one stilt, but I'm not sure if it looks a little bit weird, like it's a balancing scale and could just tip either way, if you know what I mean. That is the construction plan, so I'll bring you along next time and we'll be doing that. And like I say, very soon we'll have some videos up of me and the girlfriend playing on here. We'll bring you along for some actual survival builds, like when we go about constructing this. I'll probably just record as I do it and then voice it over, something like that, instead of just having to talk the whole way through it, because it will take a little while and my voice will probably end up dying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Logic being, again, that you're going to essentially have 2 different doorways as you step down. So you'll step down off of the platform, straight into an automatic doorway, and then you'll be in a nice little log cabin with views either side of just trees at the minute and incoming arrivals. We'll give you a total tour of the monorail very soon, and we'll do a time-lapse type video of me doing this particular build. I have a really nice idea for it in my mind. Little chimney, little fireplace, nice and cozy out in the snow. As always, thank you for watching. Please do leave the video a like, and of course subscribe if you are new around here, and I'll see you all again for another one incredibly soon. So until then, have a lovely day.